Geometry Dash has been around for over 11 years now, so it's safe to say there has been a lot of trends in this community, especially when it comes to level creating. So here are 5 trends in Geometry Dash that everybody forgot about. Hey, before we start, please make sure to subscribe. To start off, I want to talk about modern versions of main levels. Levels such as Toe 2017. It was a huge trend from 2016 to 2020, or at least around there. But around that time, people like GD Jose made a bunch of these levels, and then RobTop stopped updating the game and main levels stopped coming out, and that led to people stop making these kinds of levels, and it eventually faded away and became obsolete. Another example of this are the Fernanfloo levels. These levels were inspired by the YouTuber named Fernanfloo, and due to his popularity, levels that inspire off him get tens of millions of downloads. However, after Fernanfloo stopped playing Geometry Dash, people stopped making these sort of levels. But now let's go back to the theme of main levels. V2 levels. V2 levels were very popular back then, because back then there were no custom songs. You could only use the songs of main levels. And what better way to make levels than to make secondary versions of pre-made levels? But yeah, these levels were super popular. They were so popular that the second result of the search term stereo gave a V2 level. But now nobody really makes these, because once again, RobTop doesn't update his f***ing game. Just kidding, RobTop. You're the GOAT. Now we got auto levels. They used to be such a big thing in the early Geometry Dash eras, but now I think it's the difficulty created the least. I'm pretty sure there's a whole video talking about it. But yeah, this is a Geometry Dash trend I really want back. Auto levels are so nostalgic and they're so fun. They're also free stars, and I need those really badly. Last but not least, Flappy Bird. As you guys already know, Flappy Bird was a very popular mobile game in the 2010s. And these levels, wait no, the UFO game mode itself was inspired by Flappy Bird. And nobody actually remembers the lore, or at least they don't talk about it. To be fair, the Flappy Bird levels are kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm sure you guys remember the levels, but nobody f***ing talks about it because they're all obsolete. But maybe that's a good thing. Sometimes in life, we have to move on. And sometimes in life, we gotta play some Geometry Dash because life is GD. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe. Have a wonderful day and peace.